Hey guys, how you doing? I actually created a video earlier, but apparently I was talking too much about a lot of stuff, because it keeps saying that they can only allow a 15-minute video on YouTube. So I have to do another one again of the same thing I just talked about. What I came here to talk to you about is guess what? I had another sighting. Yes, it's the most exciting thing ever. But it was short and sweet. What I saw was I was okay. To set it up, I'm driving down the road, right? I'm actually heading to work at the time. It was around 8 o'clock at night. It wasn't a full moon. It was a crescent moon that night. I look up. As soon as I put my eyes on that moon, I actually happened to see a dark, like shadowy disc moving across the sky behind a patch of clouds, and it kind of disappeared off to the left in a thicker patch of clouds. And it was short, but it was sweet. I know what I saw. I just happened to look up and boom, there it was. I saw the shape of it. It was a perfect, disc, almost like a dark cookie. But I saw what I saw. And see, that's my number one rule for these videos. When I tell you about my experiences with UFOs ever since I can remember, never second guess yourself. Don't let anyone tell you anything different. Okay? This is my personal experiences, and this is my personal rule about seeing UFOs and all kinds of stuff. Okay, but like I said, that was my experience. It was short, but it was sweet. I know what I saw. That's the one thing I never second guess myself. I don't let no one tell me anything different. Okay, but that's what it was. I'm driving down the road and I look up, boom, there it was, a perfect disc on its side, moving across the night sky behind a patch of clouds. That was, illuminated by the moonlight. Okay, so that's what I saw. Now, I don't want to talk too much because I don't want to go over 15 minutes. But anyway, the bottom line is, things that I've seen in the past. Really? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Did I just do that? Oh boy. Am I still recording? So sorry about that, guys. I swiped it. I got a touch screen, so I swiped it, and the picture disappeared. But anyway, okay. Like I was saying, um, like I said, I saw what I saw, and that's my number one rule. Don't let no one tell you anything different. Don't second guess yourself. If you saw it, you saw it. That's the bottom line. Okay. The best type of video you could ever put on YouTube is what you record with these eyes. Okay. Because I say that because there are so many charlatans out there that dot the videos and they dot the photos. They could be and the way technology is today with computers, you can make stuff look real, but there's always a point in that video where you can tell it's fake. You know, because it's like it, I guess it could be the way it moves, the clarity of the video, uh, the I guess the graphics on it. They try to doctor it to the point where you can't tell if it's real or not. But there's always a part of the video where you can tell that it's fake because I guess it depends on the way it moves. If it doesn't move like it's in real time, like it was just put up there, it could be anything. So, like I said, if you have an experience, the best thing for you to do is to get on YouTube and tell them what you saw word for word. Okay, that's the best kind of truth ever because if it's believable when it's coming out of your mouth, everybody's gonna believe it. Okay, that's why I started these videos, these confession videos, because I can tell you exactly that's what I saw, whether it be a ghost or UFOs. Now I have had more ghostly experiences than I have had UFO experiences, but it could have been an equal amount of experiences, I guess. But I've seen ghosts on a much more closer uh, venue than I have UFOs. The UFO experiences I've had were very sporadic. It happens every couple of months, maybe. Now it depends. It also depends on where you live. When I lived in Virginia, I saw them every single night. It was like every time you look up in the sky, you saw something. Whether it be something that was far way up, way up in the sky, outside of our atmosphere, and it just happened to be moving across the sky, or if it was up close. But the bad part about it is, when you see UFOs at night, the only thing you're gonna see is the lights, you know, beaming off of that craft. Okay, and the only reason why, because if it's a shiny metal disc, the night sky is gonna bounce off of that disc, making it virtually invisible, so you ain't gonna be able to see it. That's the one thing about that I've learned. You know, if you're looking at a UFO, all you're gonna see is the lights from that UFO. Unless it's a very starry night, you may see the outline of that UFO, but it's just gonna be black. You know, it's gonna be a real dark object. You know, you're gonna see the outline of it, the shape and everything, but you're not gonna see what color it is. It may be a metallic triangle or a sphere. Now they're saying now that the triangular UFOs are actually, you know, military made. I mean, hey, I mean, if it is, it is. If it ain't, I don't know. I've never seen one before. But the classic ones are the round, you know, UFOs, you know, or the disc ones, you know, the disc shaped ones. You know, and they're all metallic, shiny metallic. So when you see them in the daytime, the sunlight is bouncing off of them. You know, you see like a metallic sphere, and they take off like that. You know, and then you got the disc shaped ones as well. But like I said, that was my experience. You know, I don't really have too much to say. I can give you some advice or just talk about certain past things, like my experiences with the unmarked black helicopters. Ugh, they were annoying as hell. Okay, you know, you minding your own business and you walk into the grocery store, boom, there's a unmarked black helicopter flying over your head. And the only reason why I know that is because I've heard about them before. On Coast to Coast AM, there was this guy I saw on YouTube talking about how he was followed by one because he constantly is digging into things that they don't want you to know about, whether it be about the this satellite that's, you know, orbiting our Earth right now, and it's been doing it for like 30,000 years. And they don't know where it came from. It has no point of origin. You know, they call it the Black Knight satellite, and that sucker is sleek. I like the way it looks, but you know, all I've seen is pictures, and the government ain't gonna tell you that it's actually real. You know, they could probably say, well, who knows? I don't know what they would tell you, but they'll never let us know about that as far as what we can get out of it. But anyway, like I said, I have seen so many things with my telescope that I have. It's a high-powered telescope. It cost me about 800 bucks. I've had it since probably like maybe 2000. I don't know how long it's been, but it's been a long time. And I have seen some prodigious things with it. I can guarantee you. I've seen an exploding star with my very own eyes. Okay, I just happen to be looking at the northwestern part of the sky, and there's this thing. I just happen to look at a spot, and all of a sudden I see a star, and just like that, it just exploded out in all directions in like a circular sphere like pattern, and then it just imploded. The thing is, if you see an exploding star on a TV show, like say the Universe on the Science Channel, they're gonna show you an exploding star at a fast pace, but at a slow motion where you can see everything happen all at once. Okay, but in real time, an exploding star happens very quickly. Okay, you see it boom boom. It just like that, boom boom. You see it explode out and it shrinks back in. The gravity collapses real fast. Now you would think that it would happen slowly because of the zero gravity in space, but it actually happens pretty quick because of the force of the explosion. And then it just like that. It's weird but amazing. And I have seen UFOs with my telescope as well. Like one incident, I was looking at the Orion's constellation, and I saw this little tiny, like lit up dot just moving around, you know, in that area, and it was making all these elliptical movements. It was like making these figure eight movements where it would shoot down and it would speed up and then slow down and come back up, speed up and come all the way over here and swoop down. It would speed up and slow down, speed up and slow down, and all these crazy patterns. It was weird, but it was amazing because I saw it. That's right, I saw it with these people right here, and it's just beautiful face. Anyway, no, I'm playing. But if I am, let me know. But seriously though, folks, I saw a lot of stuff with my telescope, and I saw a lot of things with my very own eyes. At one time, I was coming to my mom's house, and I was on her steps, getting ready to ring the doorbell, and I happened to look up, and boom, there it was right there. right under the moon. It was this tiny little dot, and it moved up at I'd say, a 4 o'clock angle, and it shot out into space. At that point, all I saw was a streak of light moving out into the darkness of space, and it disappeared. You know, even if it's something small and something short, the bottom line is you saw it. Now, most people be looking for a UFO that's like hovering right over their head and doing all these crazy things like shooting a beam down around. But if you saw something that was like just something small and it was short and sweet, the bottom line is you saw it. It was just the fact that you saw it was amazing. You know, something that you never would have seen. If it just shot off across the sky, it could be you got to make sure it wasn't a meteorite. Okay, it could have been a meteorite or whatever. But if it's doing something that you never would have seen any craft do, like shoot off into space in the opposite direction instead of shooting down, that was, man, I love it. I love stuff like that. You know, short and sweet stuff is always a good thing because it don't have to be elaborate. It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be like what you see on TV saying, okay, it came down right in front of my yard and it started doing all these crazy things and they took me to their craft. I'm not saying that it don't happen. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that abductions do not happen. I've never been abducted. I've had these weird black shadowy figures come into my bedroom once, and I'm not gonna get into all that. That's a little too spooky, but it happened. I know that because I had my eyes open when I saw it. They pinned me down and boom. Anyway, the bottom line is I've had my crazy experiences, but most of them were UFOs and ghosts. Okay, so that experience was a crazy one, but the UFO stuff, a lot of the things that I saw were short and sweet, but at the same time, I just know that it was a UFO experience. That was the main point. Okay. Sometimes I wish that I could see something, you know, up close and personal. Like the one incident, it was only one incident. It was in the back of my apartment, and I saw this glowing white orb just come down right in the center. It was huge, and it came right down the center of this golf course behind my apartment, right? And I was like, whoa. So I run outside, and there's this little creek bed, and there was a bridge that went over it. I decided to stay back because I didn't want nothing to happen or anything. And it was just bright, and I was covering my eyes half the time. But then I saw these little dark figures come out from behind it, and they was standing in the front. And I think I must have did something that started them. And then I saw them move back behind it, and then the thing it sat there for a couple of seconds, maybe about a minute. Then all of a sudden, it lifted up, and then boom, shot off just like that. And I could see it just kept going and going and going until it disappeared into the darkness of space. Weird, but I saw it. And like I said, no video, but I saw it with these. And I tell no fibs, okay? But I got like 13 minutes and 18 seconds left, so I'm gonna make this short before they tell me I can't put it on YouTube. So anyway, like I said, that was my experience that I talked about earlier, you know, and like I said, I will always make sure that I come out with some more videos for my fans out there for giving me 197 views. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I love you guys. I love you. I love you. I love you. And I guarantee I will look at yours and I will send you a like. I will send you some feedback on your videos, saying I like it, whatever the case may be. So keep them coming, guys. Keep looking at my videos because I would love to get at least 1,000 views or more. You know, of course, I know that's gonna take time. It's gonna take time, but help a brother out, man. Get me up to that point. I've seen a lot of videos out there where they have over 1,000 views. Some of them have 100 and some odd thousand. Some of them got 400 and some thousand. You know, but I know that takes time. So anyway, I gotta go because my time is almost up. So aloha, mahalo, and a hui ho, which means till we meet again. Peace.